Hi, I'm Mikaela Durán. I will be making a video for Talk Talk Korea 2019. I'm 15 years old and 6 years ago I moved to Santa Cruz, Bolivia, and I'm originally from Houston, Texas. This Talk Talk Korea contest is honestly a chance for me to go for my dream, go towards my dream, which is visiting Korea someday, or studying there or living there. But when I saw this contest on YouTube as an ad, I thought this was my perfect opportunity to be able to go to Korea and not only go to Korea, but see some of its touristic places like Seoul Tower or the museums. Today I will be talking about Korean history, or a lot about Korea. Korea was officially an independent nation after World War II. Korea also had their own civil war, and the United States made them split into North Korea and South Korea. South Korea had the support from the United States during their civil war. And North Korea had their support from Russia, which was also a communist country, North Korea being communist, South Korea being capitalist. The United States decided to split Korea, North Korea and South Korea, or the Korean Republic, on the 38th parallel line. Before all of this happened, Korea was never an independent country and they never had their own cultures. They said that the first Korean person was born around 3000 to 4000 BC. A tiger and a bear wanted to be human and were forced to eat sour weeds and garlic. And they were told to stay inside the cave for 100 days. The tiger didn't resist the 100 days and did not like eating garlic or mugwort, but the bear stayed, and she became a human after 100 days, married God's son, and the first Korean was born named Tangun Wangkom. Tangun Wangkom was the first Korean ever to exist, but many Koreans don't really believe the story due to the fact that, why did it go yellow? Oh, Jesus Christ. Korea then divided itself into three parts: Goguryeo, Pakje, and Shilla, the Three Kingdom Korean period. After that, it was a constant war between Japan and Korea, Korea with China. China then joined forces with parts of Korea, such as Goguryeo, Pakje. Then they united and called themselves Goryeo. They say that its name originally came from Koryo, which is Koryo, Korea, Korea, Koryo. So that's kind of how it came out, and Korea stayed now. The Shilla kingdom had a monarchy type of ruling, and to be able to become king or queen, which was a constant ruling between men or female, there were two things called Songkon and Chirkon, sacred bone or true bone. To be able to become king or queen, both of your parents have to be sacred bone, and that type of system didn't last very long. Shilla was also known for their super intelligent and amazing warriors called Hwarang. Hwarang were the most fierce fighters, and that's how Shilla little by little started taking over Korea. A man named Taejo Wangkon was eventually ruler of all Korea, and then it united, becoming Korea, as I explained earlier. Korea is now one of the leading countries in everything known to man, such as importation, best cars known as Hyundai, and technology, fastest internet on the planet, best entertainment companies, and etc. In the 60s to the 70s, Korea was the leading nation in exportations, in technology, and trademarks with other countries. But by the 80s, all of that fell. All the investors had invested to an investing bubble, as they called it, and it bursted. Korea was now owing more than $58 billion all over the world and went bankrupt. South Korea had owned $58 billion all over the world due to their strong nationalism, gave up gold, jewelry, were willing to pay higher taxes, etc., and helped the country get back up on its feet, raising more than $1 billion. With those $1 billion, Korea started getting their factories up, their technology up and running again, exporting all over the world, getting paid by other countries, and paying back their fee that the League of Nations had given them 3 years earlier. Once they finished paying the $58 billion, they did not stop there. They kept on going and striving until they ended up being top countries as an economical, social act. Korea's K-pop industry also helped a lot, leading in music. Their drama industry, everything helped Korea become what it is today. Korea is an amazing country that I would love to visit someday, and I'm striving to, of course. Korea is honestly one of the most, as in a personal opinion, beautiful and amazing countries. The government established a higher education to be able to have smarter future citizens to be able to keep the country running as it is today. So nothing will happen like it did in the past of bursting bubbles and going back into debt to other countries internationally. Owning more than 60% of Kia and being the founders, also being the founders of Hyundai, which are now European cars such as BMW and Mercedes-Benz competition in safety, velocity, etc. Hyundai is now known as the biggest company and the most exporting company on earth, exporting more than millions of cars to the United States a year, making over 10,000 cars a day. Samsung is the best phones that you could have. Many of my friends have it. I see their cameras, new versions, etc. Oh my god, they're the best. I found out about this contest, the Talk Talk Korea 2019, that I had no idea about, and that's because I've been into the K-pop world, K-world instead of K-pop, K-world for like a year and a half now, and I had never heard of Talk Talk Korea until now. Stray Kids are the new ambassador for Talk Talk Korea 2019, and I saw this watching videos on YouTube, and all of a sudden, you know, most ads are annoying, but I found this one very interesting because, you know, it opened up with Stray Kids, but etc. I saw this ad on YouTube and it wasn't that long, and then I saw that it was a contest. Then I had realized that I had seen the commercial for the 2018 Talk Talk Korea, but I didn't pay much attention to it. I don't know why. I should have, because I could have gotten in last year, but we're not going to go into that, and I'm not going to get mad at myself for that. And I decided to enter. Korea also leads in cosmetics as makeup, lotion, anything for skin, and is #1 in plastic surgery. Now, there's nothing wrong with plastic surgery, right? I mean, we're not going to pay thousands of dollars to look the same. Their plastic surgery is excellent and astonishing. They are very high in technology with the machinery, or I would say technique that they use, and it's 100% safe. For example, I have an amazing lotion that's Korean that I found here and that they export a lot here, and there was 3 types. There was the orange box, the pink box, which my mom has because I convinced her to get it. I have the orange box, my mom has a pink box, and then there was a yellow box. I did not get the yellow box because I'm kind of dark-skinned, and the yellow box happened to be whitener, and I was about to get it until I read that, but I don't know if you can see it. It's a little duck, and then it has, wait, let it focus, okay. It says Hanlok, which means Korean, and I was reading it in Korean because I learned the Korean alphabet a few months into me being in the K world, and I read PB 올리 펄수 및 영양 파티 로션 until I realized that it was actually in English at the bottom and then Chinese. But hey, we all make mistakes, right? This lotion is actually bomb, and all it takes is a little bit. It actually smells really good. I actually have some on now to not look so ashy. Yes, they are #1 in leading in cosmetics, and that says it all, doesn't it? I mean, there's got to be more women in the world than men, right? Korean cosmetics are all over the world. I live in Bolivia, and I found that in Bolivia doesn't really get lots of things from around the world, but the fact that that's here, and it was not expensive whatsoever, it was a very affordable price, anybody could buy it. The fact that that was all the way here tells you something. Korean face masks are also known all around the world. I saw a video about Kim Kardashian and how she was getting ready for the Met Gala, and she says that the entire 2 weeks before, she was preparing, she got more than like 10 Korean face masks. And I was like, wow, even one of the most richest women on the planet gets Korean face masks, because they're very known for cleaning your skin. Korea is also known for their amazing food, such as bulgogi, kimbap, which is it's like a type of sushi, but we can't compare Japanese to Korean. If not, we're gonna start a whole entire war again. Bulgogi, kimbap, bibimbap, which is like a mix of rice, egg, bulgogi in it, and they have kimchi, etc. Now, their number one food for all Koreans that they all love is called kimchi. It's pickled cabbage, but it has a spicy paste to it, and it's red. I've bought it before, but I like the chili one better than the pickled cabbage one because that's just my taste. I also made bulgogi, which is that Korean barbecue, basically. There's many ways to cook it. In Korea, they have tables at the restaurants that have a grill in the middle, and the meat is already marinated for you, and you can put in lettuce and eat it. They're also really good at ramens, which I've tasted them, like the Korean ramens, such as champong. I've also tasted these other really spicy ones, and they were so good and so spicy, but to me they weren't as spicy. My parents say the amount of spicy I eat is kind of ridiculous because people could get sick off the amount of spicy that I eat. In conclusion, Korea is, I would say, one of the best countries out of the 226 that there are. Is it 226? Gosh. Siri, how many countries are there around the world?
The population of all countries, dependencies, and territories is about 7.55 billion people.
That's not what I asked, but okay, let's just keep going. Maybe I should make a phone call. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Ooh, makeup on point, girl. Was it 276 or 176? Come on, load. 195. Out of the 195 countries around the world, I would say Korea, as a personal opinion, is my top 3. Korea is an amazing country. It has amazing entertainment, amazing food, amazing technology. It's got everything you need, and their poverty rate isn't as high. It will always be, hopefully, always be one of the leading countries in exportation, food, entertainment, etc. And that concludes my video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and this will not be my only entry. I will be doing the other sections too. Bye. 안녕!